Hello, my friends. I hope all is well for you as we edge into the end of 2025 and the start of a new and big year ahead of us in 2026. And I just want to take a minute and share a little bit about what is going on with Limitless Outdoors, what we have planned for next year, and how you can be a part of that. This last couple of years has been a massive transition, moving from the lower 48 up to Alaska, getting reorientated and established up here. But we've really settled in, and it has been our best year of video that we've ever had so far. It's going to be incredible on that front for everybody. We have a lot of awesome hunts, everything from Alaska to Africa, all sorts of awesome DIY hunts and once in a lifetime hunts. It's just going to be an incredible year for that. But what I really want to share with you today is kind of as Limitless Outdoors has grown and developed. Our focus has and always will be to reach hunters with the gospel of Jesus Christ through our high quality hunting videos. Some of our core tenets are like our hardcore hunting, getting out there and inspiring guys and being people that are kind of setting the tone for the extremism in hunting, and just having some admirable hunts and some aspirational hunts that are inspirational hunts that get guys excited and wanting to listen to us. That's been really the core of everything that we've been trying to do, is establish a reputation that people want to hear what drives us. And what drives us is Jesus Christ. And that's where, from beginning to end of this ministry, it has always been not about the hunting, but reaching the hunters. And that's why we share the gospel on every one of our videos. But as we've grown in that, one thing that we really have a passion for is not just reaching people with the gospel, but making sure that they are going on. In other words, resourcing them and helping them in their discipleship journey, walking and abiding with Jesus for the rest of their life. And this is what has really spawned over the years, what I like to call our R&D wing of Limitless Outdoors. That's our resources and our discipleship. And we've really heavily, over the last 2.5, 3 years, invested in that wing of the ministry. The hunting videos are always going to be our medium for reaching people, but once we grab a hold of people, we want to see them walking and thriving in their relationship with Jesus Christ. And that doesn't happen magically. It doesn't happen at the snap of a fingers. It happens through intensive discipleship. And if we can be a part of that, we want to be a part in helping people walk powerfully with Jesus Christ. So that's where you see some of our ministries, like we have our First Mile that we've been sending out for free to absolutely everybody as long as we've been doing this. It's a resource that helps people understand who God is, why we need a relationship with him, how to have a relationship with him, and then practically how to walk that out. That's a resource that's theologically sound, Bible all the way through, and we have a ton of awesome stuff in that. As that really developed and took root, we developed these groups that we call our online First Mile discipleship groups. As we came out of COVID, we all of a sudden realized that Zoom was a powerful tool that we could connect with people all over the place. And this discipleship resource or opportunity was born out of that, where now we're discipling men around the country. And what we do is we have this 7-week discipleship course that we all meet on Zoom. There's usually about 7 of us, including 2 leaders. And we walk through the first mile, and we really challenge guys and spur them on. And the vision behind that was to really bridge the discipleship gap between conversion and connection to a local church. We've been really aiming at grabbing guys that they're on the fence with Jesus. They want to give their life to Jesus, or maybe they have given their life to Jesus and they don't really know where to go next. And we don't want them to fall prey to various just wacky theological stuff out there. And so we want to give them a solid resource that will establish them and give them a strong and good foundation for them to build off of for the rest of their life. And that's where these groups, that was really the genesis and the heart of these groups. And as we go, the Lord just keeps laying just different resources that we can develop for people to enrich their walk with Jesus, keep them pointed in the right direction, keep them ignited and on fire for the Lord. And out of that, we developed our app. And our app is it's a work in progress. It's a phenomenal app already, but we want to see it just go over the top. We've got the bones of it there. We have a lot of incredible things on the app. We have a Bible on the app. We have verse of the day. If you turn on your push notifications, that verse comes to your phone every morning. I wake up, it hits my phone at 4 in the morning, And so the first thing I see every morning is the verse of the day. We also have the first mile in interactive form on the app. And a couple of new things that we've added. We have, we call it Real Talk, but there's sermons we have on the app as well. And then we have our devotionals. And we're really aiming at developing daily devotionals. We're really gearing up and launching towards that. But all of this is shareable. And everything that we have, our first mile, our app, all of these resources are free. And that's part of this ministry. Like the Lord laid on my heart early on that our ministry would be one that never puts the barrier of finances between people and the gospel. The gospel is free. We want to give everything that we have away. And the Lord has always honored that and provided through a number of different ways, from sponsors that we have to individual people like yourself, donating on an annual basis and helping us to meet these needs and get the gospel in front of people absolutely free. A couple things I want to touch on before I share what we're going to be looking at in 2026 are some of our wins for 2025. Year over year, we're about 8% up on our views on YouTube. That's 8% more people hearing the gospel than did in 2024 through YouTube. By the end of the year, we're looking at roughly about 1.6 million people hearing the gospel on YouTube alone, and that doesn't include other platforms that we're on. We had an incredible year as far as hunts go. And again, it's not about the hunts, it's about the hunters. And the hunters are watching our hunts and hearing the gospel. But the better the hunt, the better the animal, the more people watch and the more people hear the gospel. And that's what drives us to go to the next level always is we want... Obviously, we're passionate about hunting, but what we really want is we want these other guys that are hardcore, passionate about hunting, and have put God on the back burner or walked completely away from the Lord to see our videos. And that's why we have just such a demand on ourselves for excellence and going the extra mile so that we can reach these guys with high quality hunts. And that was really what inspired us to come to Alaska, is to be out there on the frontier, on the next level, cutting edge, inspiring people to what could be in life and ultimately what can be with Jesus. And so we have a lot of really awesome hunts. We're looking at probably 24 hunts this year, as of right now. And I want to share a little bit about how we're going to be structuring things this next year for those of you that are interested. But what we're going to be doing is the first and third Friday of every month, we're going to be releasing a new hunt. And then also we have adventure films that we're going to be releasing on the fourth Friday of every month. Now, these adventure films are going to be things from shed hunting to fishing to, we got one of the guys on our board is a hardcore backcountry mountain biker. So we're going to be sharing all sorts of cool, just adventure stuff, trying to reach into different pockets of guys and get the gospel into those different pockets. So we're trying to diversify and reach into those different groups. We're going to be doing a lot of really cool stuff there. One of the big things that we're adding in 2026 is we have started what we call Ask the Hunting Pastor. And we've been compiling all these questions from guys, just practical questions about how to actually live and walk with Jesus in everyday life. And we're going to be answering them biblically. And this segment is going to be released every Monday on YouTube. So we're looking at 52 over the next year. And they're going to be 5-minute segments of just practical, theological, applicable answers to real people's problems. And I think it's going to be a very powerful resource that we release this year. So we have all the films coming out. We have our Ask the Hunting Pastor. We have the adventure films. We're really doubling down on the app this year. As I told you, we've been putting together all these devotionals, and eventually a lot of those devotionals will go into a book that we're going to be able to send out to people as well for a hard copy. But right now we have them in the app. We're going to be putting out a ton of devotionals this year. Going to be some awesome stuff there. We're also going to be working a lot on our first mile groups. Our goal is 10 groups for this year with 6 guys. So we're looking at it flows between how many people join the group, right? So some of them are 7 guys, some of them are 5 guys, but we're looking at kind of a 6-guy average with 10 groups is our goal for the year. So we're looking at 60 guys discipled this year, which would be just monumental to walk men through that level of discipleship and get them moving and foundationally set for the rest of their life. So we've got all of that. And we also have what we're calling roundtables, where I'm sitting down with other pastors, other Christian leaders, and we're talking through books of the Bible. We're talking through concepts. We're talking through big things like parenting and marriage. And we're just conversationally looking at these things. And the idea is that you would be able to sit in and look in on real men and women that are walking through life with the real struggles and how they've overcome them, just practical knowledge. It's like you're sitting in an awesome Bible study with solid people, not just getting whimsical information and thoughts on things, but real theological facts and real life experience from seasoned, mature people. So we have just a ton of awesome stuff coming up this year. And I just really want to stress what I said earlier, and that is that from the beginning, the genesis of this ministry, it has never been about the hunting. It's always been about the hunters. We want to reach these hunters and reach them for Jesus Christ, that we would see them walking in freedom with Jesus, that we would see them walking in fullness of joy, like actually walking in the things that God has for them. God has prepared these good works for us to walk in from before the foundation of the world. And we're missing out on life. And that is where all the frustration comes from, when we're missing out on that reality and fact and the purpose and call that God has on our life. And so we really want to connect people to that. And so I want to encourage you and challenge you. If you've made it this far in the video and you are in love with the mission that God has created for Limitless Outdoors to execute, and that mission is people with a heart for hunters. They are our mission group. They are our people group. Hunters are our people group. And if they're your people group and you have a heart for what Limitless Outdoors is doing, I really just want to encourage you, whatever the Lord lays on your heart, to contribute and to throw in and to come alongside us as a ministry and help us as we develop these resources and these discipleship opportunities and these videos, and we keep reaching more people and discipling people and seeing them thrive in what Jesus has for them. You can be a part of that. And if God is asking you to be a part of that, you can follow the link here, and you can email me. You can do whatever you need to do to ask questions. I can walk through things with you, jump on the phone with you, and talk if you're going to be investing in this ministry. But nonetheless, I just want to encourage you, whether you're coming alongside this ministry or coming alongside another ministry, I want to encourage you that time is short, and there are so many people that need the gospel. And there is nothing more important that we can ever invest our lives in than sharing this good news of Jesus Christ with the world. And we need to do it with our might. Whatever your hand finds to do, whatever you have ahead of you right now, you need to do it with your might. So I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for your love and support. And I hope that you are as blessed by this ministry as we are in getting to do it. God bless you all, and we'll see you soon.